Hi guys, and welcome to month 3 of my hair transplanting journey. Now, 3 months ago, I went to Turkey and had a transplant with Elithair, which was overseen by Dr. Balwi. Now, because of the extent of my hair, the extent of the hair loss, I had to have 2 separate transplants. So as you can see here on my head, this was the area that was actually implanted. And can I just say, over the past 2 weeks, since my last video, so much has happened. I've seen maybe a little bit of shock loss, but because of the growth, it's just absolutely outshone it. Have a quick little look at what you can see here. Now, for those of you who are actually comparing my videos, you'll see that the hairline has become a lot more prominent. I think I'm expecting maybe twice as much hair growth to go with this for the moment. There's slightly still some pigmentation there. But as you can see, the dark hairs in there are starting to come up absolutely beautiful. Now, beforehand, my hair was wispy. My hair was kind of, going blonde. My hair is naturally dark, but when it falls out, it goes blonde first, gets really weak and then falls out. But as you can see here now, my hair has got a brand new lease of life. Now, contrary to a lot of people that have different videos here and there, I have actually been kind of clipping my hair as time goes on. I know a lot of people let it grow. I think a lot of their doctors tell them to keep it as well. I have been taking mine down to a 3 really carefully, just with a comb and just going over it really carefully. But it just means that I can see really well whether certain hairs coming in, whether certain areas are starting to actually get thicker. Now, it's just round about here that I've still got a bit of a problem area. Hopefully I can actually see some small wispy hairs coming in. You can barely see them. They're kind of real small baby hairs, but they're starting to come in here, and all along here as well there are light hairs that I imagine, because they've gone through a lot of trauma, a lot of shock, they hopefully will fall out, grow back, and get darker and darker. But I'll try and show you just like that. You can see the area here. This area at the back, I'll be going back for a second procedure at the end of this year, all being well with lockdown, etc., and travel rules, whatever. But I'm starting to really see some great progress. Now, obviously, a lot of people that you may be watching, if you are watching other people's channels as well, is that their hair is going to be growing. But I've kept mine really short, especially so I can see exactly what's going on. Let me quickly show you the back to see what's going on there. Now, it's quite, well, I'd say it might be a grade 4 or 5 at the moment, but when I do take it down to a 3, you still do see some redness, and you still see that it's slightly patchy. Now, I do have to go back for a second procedure, so I'm just kind of a little bit worried where the hair is going to come from the back. My plan is to start taking Regain for the back of the head, and also as well for this part of the head as well. This part of the hair is going quite light, and I've noticed some people's transplants, they have the hair transplant come out to the front, but their hairline comes all the way to the back and it meets their sideburn. Now, I want to try and keep as much of this as possible, just to try and give some extra definition to the head. Now here, I'm actually fronted onto some French doors here, so everything's really bright, hence why I'm actually squinting. But I want to keep these bits here, just to kind of keep, as I say, keep that definition. So very shortly, maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'll start using some Regain here, just to kind of see what happens with it, until the end of the year. And I'll try some here as well. So I'll post that as well. I'll post the, what's going on with that as well. I don't want to put it here, because I know when you stop using Regain pretty quickly, it takes hair with it. That's why I had to get a hair transplant. I was using Regain for about 14 months, or maybe even 16 months, and stopped using it. And then my hair just left me. It just left me. Let's be honest, it was going to do that anyway. Yeah, so it's been weird times as well. I mean, the 3 months have really, they have really flown by. Even with this lockdown, there are things for us to do. I'm really still working. The wife is working at home, and we've got loads of things to do around the house. So it's been it's been an interesting time to have a hair transplant because you're not out there. Like, I'm not socialising out. I'm not wearing caps, which is brilliant. That's obviously, I was doing that before I got the transplant if I didn't put any fibre in my hair. So apart from that, I think everything's covered. I will consistently be trying to, well, let's say promote, sorry, I'm just getting a phone call there, Elithair, because so far, so good. They treated me so well. I was involved with a video there. They knew that I was doing some filming to do a little video, and then they kind of filmed me for their own, you know, for their own devices as well, which is absolutely amazing. But they were so good. Dr. Balwi was so kind, so gentle, just took you through it step by step. And every person who kind of touched this barnet were absolutely amazing. So Elithair, I will post the description in the bottom and the link to the website, etc. But so far, yeah, really impressed. I'll show you again. We always get kind of caught up with the front of the hair. I will take you all over the head now. So let's start here and go across. And then it's kind of hard doing this and looking up at the camera as well. Then I go right to the top if I can, hang on. Hopefully, as I don't have a monitor, you're getting to see the hair. Now again, because of all the lockdown, etc., and all the restrictions, which are slowly being eased, I don't have my camera that I started this journey with. So I'm just using my mobile phone, which is stuck on some French doors, using the natural light to come in. And I'm not jump cutting, which, you know, a lot of YouTubers do. So it's warts and all. I'm starting it, finishing it. This is what it is. I suppose it makes for, you know, more of a it's an easy video to do, let's just put it that way. But yeah, so there we go. Again, myself and Mr. and Mrs, I'll post his link below as well. He's about 2.5 weeks ahead of me. His hair's looking fantastic. He's got slightly different loss to me. So his loss are the 2 triangles here. He's got hair coming down the center there, and it's, you know, real dark thick hair. So he's just had his temples and this area here, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. If I can get to that stage in 2.5 weeks, then I would be really happy. Again, any questions that you have that I haven't covered, any topics I probably have, post below, and I'll, you know, either I can find out or I can answer straight away. Yeah, and let me know what you think. Have you had a transplant? What's it like compared to your transplant? And all that jazz, yeah? And Brand's there again. There you go, Brady boy. Hello. He's been out with the dogs. He's very tired. Anyway, my name's Michael Wolf. This has been great, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Tatty bye.